Hey, hello, Jack Tubbs of the J Team and Realty One in Surprise, Arizona. Hey, checking with you on this beautiful Tuesday here in the Valley of Arizona and Phoenix. And just hope you get a chance to get out and enjoy some of the cooler temps we're going to experience today. Get out, play some golf, maybe go on a hike, and just enjoy the Mother Nature at its finest today. Today I want to talk to you about something I did talk about a few weeks ago. I talked to a couple other buyers, and I just want to make sure that this word gets out. And I want to talk about some strategies for first-time home buyers, especially in a market that it is just so crazy, so white hot, just so busy, just so low inventory, just so overbidded, so multiple offered to death that first-time home buyers, people that are first-time, getting their feet wet in the market, they need to know a couple of things. I mean, first off, know that an entry-level home probably throughout the majority of the valley in Phoenix, Arizona is gonna be right around $300,000. I don't care what people list properties at. You may see properties listed at $250,000. Most likely they're gonna need a fair amount of work. A and B, the listing price is pretty much being used as a reserve price for an auction. The way that bidding happens here in the valley right now, and actually probably throughout the majority of the state. But there are a few things that you need to keep in mind to make sure that you can come out on top in this market. And number one is that find yourself a excellent loan officer, somebody that knows every type of loan product that there is out there, from FHA to VA to rural development to conventional. And understand and there are a lot of different programs out there now. There are ones that basically run through the pre-underwriting stage, so that once you get to that point, they know exactly how much you can afford. They can close quickly. All they're going to do is do a quick verification of income and make sure that the house fits in the loan parameters which they've laid out for you, and they can close very quickly. It can be basically considered just like a cash offer as far as closing time is concerned. Also, a lot of lenders now are offering guarantees that if they can't close a loan once they've said that this person is not only pre-approved, but they're pre-qualified, that we've pre-underwritten, that we can close within the 9 to 14 days, all these other things. If they can't close the loan, they will give the seller up to $5,000 for taking their property off the market for that time because they weren't able to close the loan. But first off, you want to find a loan officer that has all those kinds of programs open to them, and that you get to, and they help you explore every different loan product that is out there to find out which one fits you and benefits you the most. Number two, decide on what your budget is. I mean, set it in stone. Say that you're going to look at houses at 300,000, but know that the top of your budget is going to be 325, maybe 335, due to the way that things are going on in the home buying market today. But then know that you can't go above 335, and you can't look at houses above the $300,000 mark unless it's a property that needs a fair amount of updating and work on it that a lot of buyers may overlook right now. Investors would be the only ones that would be interested, and they would definitely be trying to bring down that $300,000 price. So just realize that you can't look at homes over a certain price point because, as I said, the majority of listing prices today throughout the valley are treated like they are the reserve price on an auction. Probably 75-80% of homes that are on the market today are closing above their asking price, and some of them are getting insanely over the asking price, depending on how nice the house is and how well it was priced to begin with. Number three, don't use your credit to buy cars, furniture, clothing, anything major. Don't make any major purchases while you are home shopping. Don't buy anything major until the sale has closed. You've lived in the house for 30 days and everything is set in stone by your lender, and that just so that you don't change your credit, not even 1 point. Because if you go out and spend $20,000 on furniture for the new house, believe me, that's going to add to your credit load, that's going to change your score, and that is also going to change your debt to income ratio. So just hold off. Wait till you've been there 30 days. If you've got to eat on the floor for 30 days, you can handle it. But just to make sure everything is smooth, everything is closed, you made your first payment, that you understand what it's going to cost as far as utilities, taxes, insurance, homeowners association, all those things. Make sure you've experienced it for 30 days so you know how much you can afford to spend, and it will not change your debt to income ratio or your credit score whatsoever. Number 5, make sure you not only have the down payment that you have, but make sure you have up to maybe $7,500 to $10,000 extra to cover all the closing costs involved with purchasing a home. Now, yes, we can go and ask the seller for concessions, but you know what? If we have to go crazy on seller concessions, we're going to have to raise the price that we offer to make that more palatable to the seller. And then we've got to worry about if the property is going to appraise for what we've offered, plus the request for seller concessions. And a lot of sellers are backing off from buyers that are asking for seller concessions because they've got a lot of cash buyers and they've got a lot of conventional buyers that are just the same as cash buyers. So we've got to keep those four things in mind. And number 5, find an agent that works well with your lender. Find an agent that understands all the lending products that are out there so they have a better idea on how to craft the offer that you want to put on your dream home. Find an agent that knows how to negotiate, even though there's not a lot of negotiating space right now because of the craziness of the market. But find an agent that knows their way around, that has been around the block a few times, and find an agent that will definitely sit down, talk to you, go over the market, and when you're ready to make an offer, they'll bring comparables to you so they understand what just sold maybe a couple blocks over, maybe a month or a couple weeks ago, so you really understand what the prices are going for in the neighborhood you want to purchase from. Make sure you find that agent. He's going to be the most crucial part of the transaction. So these are the 5 things that you need to keep in mind when you're a first-time buyer. Find that lender who can explain and show and has the availability to all the lending products that are out there. Number 2, decide on that budget and do not deviate from it. I mean, you can go below it, but do not go above it. When you start looking at homes above what you said, and then you find out that you've got to add something on top of that to be able to get your offer accepted, then you're talking about putting yourself above and beyond what is your comfort zone and what you may be able to afford. Don't make any major purchases until 30 days after the closing of the transaction, the purchase of your home. It can mess with your debt to income ratio. It also can change your credit rating, and you can't afford that in today's market. Number 4, make sure that you not only have the money for the down payment, but you have money for closing costs on top of that. Like I said, somewhere between $7,500 and $10,000 based on the price of the home that you're going to purchase. And some of this can be negotiated with the lender, but you know what? It's such a robust market that even lenders aren't negotiating that much as far as what their closing costs are. Number 5, find the right agent that can help you. Somebody who's been around the block, somebody who knows how to negotiate, somebody who understands all the lending products so they understand how to write the offer so it makes it more appealing to the seller. And this crazy 13 to 15 day existing home inventory market where we could have up to 4 months and still have a vibrant market. We could have 4 months worth of inventory and still have a vibrant market. But with that day, the way things are, most houses are anywhere from 24 hours to 72 hours for the first weekend they're up if they're in good shape in a good area and they're priced correctly. Now, if I can help you, if I can refer you to a lender, anything, if I can answer your questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can get a hold of me at 248-330-7972. That's 248-330-7972. Or you can email me, jack@thejteam.house. That's JACK at THE, the letter J, the word team, TEAM, .house, HOUSE. You get a hold of me that, or you can call the office and get a hold of me, or talk to any of my team members at 623-252-4061. That's 623-252-4061. Hey, this is Jack Tubbs of the J Team at Realty One in Surprise, Arizona, wishing you a fantastic Tuesday. And I'll be back with you tomorrow, and we'll talk a little bit more about what's going on in the Phoenix real estate market.